This is big breaking emergency news. The FBI just dropped three major bombshells in the new update about the Trump assassination. This just happened today, September 16th. The FBI is giving new details about the situation and the alleged shooter and what he was doing and what they know about him. All right. He has been on the radar. They have known about this guy, and the FBI just dropped three major points that I want you to listen to from this news conference they just had. All right, so really quick, guys, please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So let's get into the details. This is what the head of the investigation for the FBI field branch for the Palm Beach County for this investigation. This is what he warned of in this news conference that was just held today. This is a new update Monday. They held one yesterday on Sunday, but new details have emerged, and there's a lot to unpack here. All right, we're going to cover three main points, and I'm going to talk about them really quick too. So listen to what he said today. Just listen to him for a few minutes here. There's a lot to unpack.
The Cellular Analysis Survey Team, what we refer to as CAST, conducted thorough analysis of the subject's cellular device locations. The CAST analysis aligns with witnesses' account of the subject's presence at the scene both before and around the time of the incident on September 15th. More specifically, we're continuing to conduct analysis and will be compiling the subject's movements in the days and months leading up to September 15th. Cellular data shows that the subject was in the vicinity of the golf course roughly 12 hours before the engagement with the United States Secret Service. Our investigative teams conducted a neighborhood canvass in an effort to collect and obtain relevant video footage. The subject had an active online presence, and we are going through what...
All right, so that's point one. There's three major points here. He was there for 12 hours. 12 hours. He was in the bushes waiting for Trump. And this was a impromptu golf game. All right? This was not scheduled. They just decided, hey, let's go golfing. And only a few people even knew Trump was going to go golfing. All right? There were a dozen people that knew he was doing this. This was not publicly known, and this guy supposedly lives in Hawaii and North Carolina as well too, and he's all the way down in Florida, South Florida, and he knows exactly when Trump is going to be there, and he was waiting there for 12 hours for him. Right? Kind of weird. So two more points to listen to really quick.
What he posted and any searches he conducted online. In addition, we're going through media reports and public statements he made that he wanted to recruit Afghan soldiers and others to fight for Ukraine.
So did you guys hear that? The FBI confirmed that he was recruiting Afghan soldiers, allegedly, and soldiers to go fight in Ukraine, and Ukrainian soldiers. He's a recruiter, allegedly, for foreign paramilitary forces, according to the FBI as well. They're investigating. And one more big bombshell that was just dropped in this press conference too. Listen to this.
Presence. By way of his background, in 2002, as the United States Attorney mentioned, the subject was charged and convicted in North Carolina for possession of a weapon of mass destruction. Law enforcement checks also revealed that from 1997 to 2010, the subject had numerous felony charges for stolen goods. I can also share with you that he was the subject of a previously closed 2019 tip to the FBI where it was alleged he was a felon in possession of a firearm. In following up on the tip, the alleged complainant was interviewed and did not verify, I repeat, did not verify providing the initial information. The FBI passed that information to local law enforcement in Honolulu. On behalf of the FBI, I would like to thank the Palm Beach County Sheriff.
All right, so you heard that there too. He confirmed that he was also on the FBI radar and he was under investigation in 2019, allegedly for a felon being in possession of a firearm. So that's another thing here, is that the firearm that he had, it's being reported that it was a SKS, which is a Soviet style old school firearm, okay? And the serial number was scratched off of it. So where did he get this firearm? And he's reportedly been traveling back and forth to Ukraine and back, and he was even in a Ukrainian National Guard military video, okay? There was a National Guard recruiting video that they put out, and he was even in it. So what's going on here? Who is this guy? Where did he get this weapon from? Who gave it to him? It's kind of weird. And he was even on their radar since 2019. But for some reason, he's been traveling all across the country. How did he fly this SKS, which is a very obscure, old school, like nobody has this. Nobody has this. Ammunition for this is not very readily available, especially in person at like any stores. You have to pretty much buy these things online, order them online, or at shows, trade shows, gun shows, things like that. Maybe you could pick them up, but this is a very obscure weapon for him to have, and he's a felon, has this felony of weapons of mass destruction, and he's not even allowed to own them. And somehow he's flying from Hawaii to Florida to North Carolina. He's going all over the place, and he has this weapon. So where did he get it from? That's my point here. Did he fly from Hawaii with this? Did he fly from Europe with this? Where did he even get this thing from? And who gave it to him? And how did he have it in Florida? How did he get to Florida? How did he rent a car in Florida? He doesn't even live there. They were showing pictures of his house in Hawaii. He has a white truck, okay? And the truck even had a Biden sticker on it, had a Biden-Harris bumper sticker on the truck, so letting you know. And it wasn't his car, okay? You can't get your car from Hawaii to Florida. So how did he do all this? He rented a car, he had this firearm here, all this stuff. It doesn't really make sense when you really think about it. Why is this guy here? How did he have funds and resources to do this? He's just hanging out near here. Where was he staying? Was he at a hotel? Was he staying at someone's house nearby? And he was in the bushes for 12 hours, and nobody noticed him. How did nobody notice him? How did Secret Service not do a security sweep around the perimeter of Trump's golf course within 12 hours? 12 hours goes by and nobody's done a perimeter sweep. And especially before Trump goes there, isn't that one of the protocols that should be done before he goes anywhere, right? And even if it's just on the inside, just walk around the inside of the fence, just looking around, just trying to see what's going on. Nobody did this. This guy was set up here for 12 hours. He had bags tied to the fencing that had ceramic plates in them to potentially protect him from any type of gunfire, right? And he had 2 bags filled with ceramic plates so he could hide behind them. And it was also revealed in this press conference as well that this guy didn't get shots off, okay? We weren't sure yesterday, but it was confirmed that he did not take any shots, and Secret Service was the only one that took shots, okay? They saw him with his rifle through the fence, and he apparently never got within line of sight of Trump, so he never even saw Trump. Trump was too far away down the course. I believe Trump was on like 4 or 5, and this guy was on hole 6, a little bit further down. And Secret Service agents were down there as well too, ahead of Trump. And they saw this guy and opened fire on him. So apparently he never even saw Trump, but he was waiting for Trump for 12 hours at his golf course, and it was a unannounced golf trip. There were only a few people that knew. It's being reported that Secret Service knew, obviously, Sean Hannity knew, Lindsey Graham knew, and Steve, Trump's friend and close advisor. I can't remember his last name off the top of my head though, but Steve, who was golfing with him, he obviously knew as well too. So that's what's being reported in the media as well too. There were only a few people, a dozen people, including Secret Service, not even, that knew what Trump was doing and where he was going. And some reason this guy was allowed to sit in the bushes for 12 hours and maybe even longer. So let me know what you guys think down below. Please just hit it up for me to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that. All right, there is a lot of big news going on, and I will be keeping you guys updated on all this big stuff. I have another video coming out later for you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying prepared, staying ready. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.